Do you want to know some ways to maximize your misery? How's it going, guys? You're watching Reaction Guy here, and today we'll be looking at some ways to maximize your misery to its greatest potential. Now, before we get into the video, as always, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Also, be sure to hit that subscribe button and that notification button so you can watch my new uploads as soon as I post them. That's it, let's get straight into the video.
Happiness. Many will advise you how to obtain it, but maybe you're not trying to be happy.
I'm
Your
not.
actions aim for the opposite. You want to be the saddest saddo sailing on the sea of sadness.
Yeah.
Much easier to achieve, and this video has
It is. It's
7
easier to
tactics
achieve.
to get you started toward the dark current.
Alright, so this video is going to be all about how to maximize our misery.
So let's begin. First, stay still.
Stay still.
Remain indoor.
I could loop this video over and over and over.
As much as possible, preferably in the same room. Be the human equivalent of a pile of laundry. Inert, unmoving. Don't let a beautiful day tempt you for a walk. Avoid anything
Daytime
even
is terrible.
vaguely exercisial. This keeps reward chemicals out of your brain, which could divert you, and stillness guides you towards medical problems, which will keep this wheel turning.
Exactly, because if you get sick, you have to stay in bed, which means you have to stay still more.
Is the most effective thing you can do. So be the laundry pile. Make your bedroom your all room. Live and work and play and sleep in the smallest radius you can. Which brings us to screw with your sleep. The Wraith of Insomnia will be your co-pilot on the sea of sadness.
So we gotta get
Her
insomnia.
mere presence is unpleasant, but she also helps
You make me
confuse the
sad.
productive part of your brain, which might look to navigate you toward the islands of happiness on the horizon. More on that later. A regular sleep cycle is a fragile thing and takes at least 3 days to establish. Be sure.
So, you're trying to establish a normal sleep cycle. So, 2 hours of sleep a day.
Your bedtime by several hours twice a week at least. Even better, vary your wake times. Sleep in late, preferably very late, but
So you're trying to set your, your sleep schedule, but you're not trying to set a sleep schedule. You're trying to have different sleep schedules to make yourself more miserable. Perfect.
all days. Tell yourself you are making up for sleep to feel like you're doing something healthy, even though you feel terrible when you wake up early and when you wake up late. Irregular sleep is another of the sea's accelerating currents. The more you vary your sleep, the harder regular sleep becomes, which makes your
So you're supposed to sleep one day, go to sleep at 9 at night, and the next day go to sleep at 11. Then the next day at 10, and then the next day at 7, and then the next day at 4 in the morning. That sounds like my sleep schedule, actually.
more variable. To never sleep or wake at the same time naturally is the goal. And to help in this, maximize your screen time. Staying on screen complements the previous sailing tactics. Boredom could drive you to motion, so let
This is basically telling us to stay on our phones longer. This is perfect.
screen entertain you. Tiredness can push you to sleep, so let the screen keep you awake, sort of, as long as possible. Always fall asleep with a screen in your hand and put your eyes back on it as soon as you wake. Every moment away from a screen is a moment you might notice the horizon. Keep your head down and let the currents pull you. Here you have allies unknown. Behind the screen are teams of the smartest people and brightest bots competing to hold your attention on them as long as possible. Let them reach you.
Wait, is that an iPhone 7? Because I think they're water resistant. I hope so.
Back
Well, I have an
and
iPhone
turn
7.
away. Plus, screens help with number 4. Use your screen to stoke your negative emotions, to feed your anger or anxiety about things over which you have no control or influence. Be well informed while doing nothing. The things you care about could be navigational guides out of the sea, reasons to leave your all room and take meaningful action with the humans around you. But you
Soccer.
can instead use the things you care about as further sources of misery. Focus on the bad to fuel your resentment or despair. If you must contribute, do so only in meaningless token ways.
Save
and
the
be
whales.
disappointed in the lack of change. Work
Save the whales, guys. Save the whales.
towards the end, and if you're doing it right, misery is descending. But some part of your brain is rebelling, trying to turn the ship by setting a goal. If you're not careful, that part of your brain just might save you. But
Be careful, guys. You don't want your brain making you happy.
luckily, we can do more than just hobble it. We can fool it to navigate deeper into the sea. To reach goals, they must be specific, measurable, actionable, for which you are responsible and time-bounded. I will turn the wheel 1 degree right now. Instead, set the productive part of your brain on vapid goals. Vague, amorphous, pie in the sky, irrelevant, delayed. Make the target unclear and the path unclear.
So basically, he's saying that if you wanted to become happy, you would set a clear path, like, I'm going to get one more subscriber after this video. But if you wanted to make it vague or unresponsible, it says, I'm going to get something after this video. Feel free to send me stuff.
Motivation strikes, aim ridiculously high to guarantee failure.
Ridiculously high? I will get 1 million subscribers by the end of this video. Please? No? Dang it.
Today is much better than I will do the laundry in this pile. Cleaning a whole house is impossible. There's always more to do, so you will always fail. Focus on goals that are after what you wish to achieve. Learn how to market an app before you learn to code. This will distract the productive part of your brain.
Learn how to sell an app before you actually make it. That's smart.
Be sure to wait for motivation rather than setting a time. You'll do something when you feel like it, which will be never or never enough to matter. With vapid goals, you will turn the productive part of your brain from a dangerous source of self-improvement that rewards every small step into a consistent nag that berates you for your failure to have already accomplished your goal every step of the way. Now, the vapid goals you've set should distract the productive part of your brain, but if it still fights against you, direct it towards the mirage on the sea of sadness, the islands of happiness themselves. Last, but most important,
last one.
Follow your instincts. Navigation deeper into the sea of sadness is quite easy, for there is a dark magnetic field that points the compass of your impulses in the right direction once you get started. You will want to stay indoors. You will want to not exercise.
It's easy to not want to. It's easy to want to stay indoors and not exercise, so it's really easy to be miserable. It's not so easy to be happy.
Want to do what you know will make you sadder after you've done it.
Eating pizza doesn't make you sad.
Points the way, both in and out. So follow the true north of your impulses and stay away from that other pole of the long term. It's all so simple. Just get started with these tactics and let the sea carry you along.
Alright guys, so that was maybe a terrible video for you guys that want to be happy. For me, that was a how-to video. But yeah, I guess that's all that has to be said for this video, guys. This was some ways you can maximize your misery to its fullest potential. If you could leave a like and subscribe to our channel, that would be very appreciated. Remember, 1 million subs by the end of this video, okay? You got that? Also turn on notifications for reaction guys so you can watch my new videos as soon as I post them onto YouTube. That's it. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and thanks for watching.